very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for yielding the floor to Zomba City North to move a motion on the State of Nation address ably delivered in this very house by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika on Friday, 31st October 2025. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the people of Zomba City North to move that the State of Nation address by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika on the occasion of the state opening of 52nd session of Parliament and also 2025 to 2026 mid-year budget review meeting to be agreed to. But allow me, Right Honorable Speaker, before I do that noble task, to thank His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for appointing able ministers and the deputies, regardless of tribe and region. Right Honorable Speaker, Malawians have just witnessed the leanest cabinet in recent years, as opposed to the regime which has gone out of government. It is, Right Honorable Speaker, a representative of what Malawians want, a unifying cabinet. 7 from the south, 5 from the east, 5 from the central region, and 4 from the north. It is a cabinet, Right Honorable Speaker, that transcends regional boundaries. A true reflection of one Malawi, one nation, one people. Right Honorable Speaker, sir, allow me also to congratulate President-elect, our President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, who was sworn in on 4th October 2025. A landslide win evidently seen in Malawi. Malawians were redeemed from the shackles of life, coupled with bad policies, Right Honorable Speaker, of the past regime that left this country impoverished, Right Honorable Speaker, than ever, which was evidenced by the ever-rising cost of commodities. Right Honorable Speaker, governance is not for small boys. Because it is a serious business. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me also to thank the people of Zomba City North for re-electing me as their Member of Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to thank them immensely for giving me another chance to represent them. Right Honorable Speaker, since the President took office on 4th October, took oath of office on 4th October, Right Honorable Speaker, Malawians can testify how serious the President is in trying to tend the affairs of this country. His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has no time to go outside this country, Right Honorable Speaker, to be riding bicycles. Right Honorable Speaker, the only time that His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has is to make sure that people should have their food at their tables. People, Malawians should now afford to buy cheaper commodities. On the state of economy, Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to agree with the statement that the President said, that inflation rate has gone high. It is hovering around 28%. If we compare in 2020, when Professor was the President, it was around 8%. The inflation rate has pushed the price of commodities very high. Exorbitant prices of commodities on the market, rendering the majority with no disposable income, Right Honorable Speaker. The money that the majority do access or do have cannot match the price of the commodities on the market. And this is why, Right Honorable Speaker, the President was elected by many Malawians so that people can afford a life. Right Honorable Speaker, however, the hope for Malawians has been restored since we have returned to proven leadership of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Right Honorable Speaker, this is not just rhetoric. When Professor was the President of this country in 2020, Forex reserves were at minimum 6 months cover. On farm input subsidy program, Right Honorable Speaker, let me commend His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for the reintroduction of this program. It is an indisputable fact that many of the households that we have in Malawi are ultra poor. And this initiative, Right Honorable Speaker, it is a milestone. Each and every household of the 1.1 million will be given 2 bags of fertilizer, 50 kg bags of fertilizer, and they'll only pay 20,000. I was going around the market, the shops, a bag of fertilizer is 75,000, 175,000, nearly 200,000. You go to ETG, you go to anywhere shop, you find those prices. Right Honorable Speaker, these beneficiaries, Right Honorable Speaker, when given 250 kg bags of fertilizer, they will afford, Right Honorable Speaker, they will afford to harvest at least 40 bags of maize. These 40 bags of maize per household, Right Honorable Speaker, would translate to having food enough for 10 people in a family for the whole year. Right Honorable Speaker, on fertilizer manufacturing plant, this is a very brilliant idea from the President, and it is worth it to be pursued. Malawians have no doubt in the promises that the Professor has mentioned, because he promises what he does, and he does what he promises. This plant, Right Honorable Speaker, will be the first of its kind in Malawi. And this will ensure that we have fertilizer locally at all times, fertilizer which is very affordable. This is the type of leadership that Malawians wanted. Right Honorable Speaker, on free secondary education, when the President, Right Honorable Speaker, when the President included free secondary education in the blueprint of Democratic Progressive Party, a lot of people thought it's a joke or it's a lip service. Right Honorable Speaker, this was not a mere political talk. During the campaign period, APM meant business. And Right Honorable Speaker, come January, this promise is going to be fulfilled. Right Honorable Speaker, we know for sure that we had leaders right here in this nation who were just good at promises, but they never fulfilled what they promised. You and me are witnesses right here in this house, right, Honorable Speaker, that we were promised cheap passport. Where is that passport? Nowhere. We were promised cheap fertilizer. We were promised free water and electricity connection. We were promised duty-free week. We were promised 1 million jobs. We were promised honoraria for the elderly, and many other promises. Right, Honorable Speaker, the leadership of President Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika stands out. At just one call, right, Honorable Speaker, we have heard that maize has started coming to Malawi to be distributed to the hunger-stricken citizens. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the Constituency Development Fund, the allocation of 5 billion kwacha in each and every constituency translates to 1.145 trillion. This is a great milestone, right, Honorable Speaker. And we know for sure, right, Honorable Speaker, that these chunks of money will afford to have massive developments across the country, regardless of region where each and every member is coming from. Bridges and roads will be constructed. Areas that were difficult to pass, right, Honorable Speaker, will be connected. And this will improve access to social amenities, ease the transportation of commodities to markets, and this will improve the living standards of the majority. Right, Honorable Speaker, infrastructure is a catalyst for development, and as such, a lot of contractors will have projects. Apart from having projects, the contractors will employ a lot of people, and the living standards of these people will be improved. Right, Honorable Speaker, the 5 billion Malawi kwacha will go a long way in finishing even the stalled projects that we have in our constituencies. I have in mind Zomba Stadium, right, Honorable Speaker, that the past regime failed to finish in 5 years. The whole 5 years. Right, Honorable Speaker. There is also a component of 100 million kwacha for the youth and for women, where soft loans will be dispersed. Right, Honorable Speaker, this has to be commended. A lot of youth and a lot of women, right, Honorable Speaker, have nothing to do. But with these chunks of money, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has given them a blank check, money that will afford them to live above normal standards. The soft loans, right, Honorable Speaker, will help a lot to these women and these youths. I would like to thank Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika in a special way for ensuring that women and youth are not left behind in the building of Wewethe Malawi. Women need to be celebrated, as we all know that they are in majority and they are the ones who vote in majority. Mr. Speaker, sir, on industrialization, most countries that embraced industrialization, right, Honorable Speaker, are doing well in economic growth. And this is why Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika named 6 key sectors that we need to industrialize. Let me talk on 3 sectors. Number 1, on agro-processing. We cannot afford to be exporting raw agro-produce. It is a must that we add value. It is a must that there should be value addition because it fetches a lot of money on the international market, and this will in turn boost exports, at the same time wreck forex that we need mostly at this time. Mr. Speaker, sir, on mineral processing, this will also help to improve forex reserves, this government, under the dynamic leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, Right Honourable Speaker, is going to do things differently. Pharmaceuticals is one commodity that drains a lot of forex. And the president said in his speech that we are going to build a plant right here in Malawi where we shall produce medicine right here. In essence, we are saving the forex that we have to use for strategic commodities that cannot be manufactured here, such as fuel. Right Honourable Speaker, on public service. Public service indeed need reformation, and under the leadership of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, we shall not do business as usual. It is time for business unusual, exhibited by what Professor is doing in the office. The honeymoon is over out there. It is on record that His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika is very deeply concerned with how some officers are discharging their duties. They are even failing to do simple duties that they were employed for. And this is what the president said, and I quote, "I want an efficient service." End of quote. Not a service that demands bribes. For example, at ESCOM, there are a lot of inefficiencies just to sabotage this current government. We are watching you. Right Honourable Speaker, just to get connected, to get electricity, they demand bribes. The same is happening at immigration, where for one to get a passport, you need to bribe someone. The same is happening at Directorate of Road Traffic and Safety Services. Right Honourable Speaker, this is not business. They were employed to work. If they want to get rich fast, let them quit their jobs and start businesses. Right Honourable Speaker, I wish to suggest that lifestyle audit be employed in public service, because the property that these officers do acquire cannot match what they get at the end of the month. Right Honourable Speaker, in conclusion, it would be remiss of me if I don't commend His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for declaring that no one will die of hunger in this country. Right Honourable Speaker, in the past regime, people survived on Chiteze and other poisonous stuff, but not this government. No one will die of hunger. Only 26 days in office, the president has managed to provide maize to Malawi, which will soon be distributed to the hunger-stricken families. Right Honourable Speaker, indeed we have returned to proven leadership, and with these remarks, Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to move that the statement which was delivered in this House by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika be agreed to. Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you.